As evidence of voting fraud mounts, insiders in the intelligence community warn the problem could be much more worse than previously thought. Here's One America's Pearson Sharp with more.
President Trump's sudden and unexpected loss of predictably red states on election night has raised serious questions about voter fraud, particularly among those in the intelligence community. Insiders warn of interference by powerful software developed for the CIA that was essentially designed to steal elections. Retired Lieutenant General Thomas Mcinerney, who is formerly the Assistant Vice Chief of Staff of the U.S. Air Force, says the two pieces of software are called Hammer and Scorecard and describes them as a Democrat superweapon for voter fraud.
And if you look at what's going on with the polls and the complicity of the mainstream media on the New York Post article about Biden, you quickly understand the complicity and the cooperation that's going on between the Democratic Party and the mainstream media. They are one and the same.
Hammer was originally used to keep tabs on international terrorists, but under former FBI Director James Comey and former CIA Director John Brennan, it was redesigned to target American citizens, specifically the left's political opponents like Donald Trump. This software is highly illegal, but with President Obama's blessing, these deep state operatives went to work on not only discrediting Donald Trump, but on undermining the 2016 election. Scorecard was the other program and was designed as a vote manipulation application, which alters votes as they're being entered into the system. General Mcinerney says these efforts were thwarted in 2016, and that's why Hillary Clinton still insists she won the election. His claims are supported by texts from former FBI officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, who were apparently worried their activities would be discovered. But now, in 2020, the programs were successful and managed to sabotage the election of President Trump by instead reallocating his votes to Joe Biden.
Scorecard steals the elections by tampering with the computers at the transfer points. They use a very highly skilled algorithm that the source created, and this was to be used in foreign countries and by the CIA. They converted it to the U.S., and that's the danger that we now face.
A number of viewers have written in to One America News complaining that when they voted for President Trump, they watched as their vote was automatically changed on the screen to Joe Biden. Mcinerney claims only a small number of votes are being altered, under 3%, to avoid setting off any alarms, although that's still more than enough to throw the election in key battleground races. Pearson Sharp, One America News.